I'd now like to introduce New York State Assembly member Naomi Rivera.
Thank you, Jimmy. I too want to thank our councilman for all of his good work and for all of my colleagues that are sitting here today. Today is a wonderful day, and once again, the Bronx is, paving the way and creating history. This is truly a great day. That's why the sun is shining upon us. I want to say that as a woman, I am so proud that Mother Teresa, and of Mother Teresa and everything that she represented, and she epitomized what it meant to be patient, what it meant to be tolerant. She understood that, and she firmly believed that only through giving, goodwill, through understanding, could we come together as a community. And she believed that any human being, by a smile, a warm touch, extending themselves, could help to eliminate pain, sorrow, and all of the, bad will that often impacts our lives. It's not just crime, but depression that impacts our lives. It is not just, terrible travesties like hurricanes, but famine that kills us. And she understood that if we could share our bread with someone in need, if it meant that we didn't need as much, but that it meant that we would save a life, and she would give herself. It was tireless. It was a commitment that was one that came from a human being. She wasn't a god, but she believed, that she had a firm belief in a greater being and his will on earth as it is in heaven. And so for that, I am so proud, and I am proud of everyone here today standing together as a community, coming together as a community, because we understand that giving and tolerance is the American way, and we are part of that goodwill. And so I want to thank each and every one of you for everything that you do in this community to ensure that it continues to be vibrant. And for those of you that know me, you know that I'm Puerto Rican, and for that I'd like to say in Spanish, que viva Kosovo.
I'd now like to introduce former Assemblyman Stephen Kaufman.
Those of you who know me know I'm really Albanian.
Everybody's Albanian today.
Absolutely. I want to thank Jimmy Vaca for making this magnificent event happen. I want to thank Assad Razai, who really is, the man has every major event you see occurring on behalf of the Albanians and Kosovars has been because of Assad's untireless efforts to make it happen. We also have, it's good to clap and we deserve some credit once in a while. It's also interesting, I read papers word for word, and I get my information about Albania from a newspaper, and you really should know about it because I think it connects all the Albanians throughout the United States. Vevi Baram from Illyria.
Yes.
I was born in Pelham Parkway, and there are many old-timers here. And when I was a youth, which I never thought I would get older, but a long time ago, I remember people used to walk in Pelham Parkway 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Stores were open, Snowflake, there was a Pelham Mall deli, and as Jeff said, where has all of this come? Well, today we have a hope. We have a hope that Albanian Americans will resuscitate and rebuild this neighborhood. You're doing us a favor by being here. I have never met so many new entrepreneurial people who roll up their sleeves and work 7 days a week to make themselves successful and to make their community successful. The bond between Albanians is as thin as air, but as strong as iron. If you go back to the initial battle in 1443, George Castriati Skenderberg said, "I have not brought you liberty, I have found it here among you." We have found this thirst. And if you look at the path, the trail, it parallels somewhat the Jewish experience fighting for a homeland for 2,000 years. Your thirst for freedom and fighting for that freedom bore fruit on 1912, when Albania became free. And then in 2007, when you fulfilled your other dream of having Kosovo become free. But the other important event is being celebrated today because you gave us a lady to help the entire world. She did not know the difference between Muslims, Jews, or Christians. She ministered to everybody. Her middle name is Rosebud. I couldn't pronounce the Albanian name. I tried, but I don't want to say it wrong. Leave me alone. Her middle name is Rosebud, and today we're going to plant 1,000 rosebuds, and God willing, they'll turn into 1,000 rose trees to make Pelham Parkway beautiful again. As she ministered to all of the people, regardless of who or what they want, as she went throughout the worst slums in the world and dedicated her life to the poorest and most neglected and most downtrodden people, today she will look down upon this community, the Albanians, Pelham Parkway, and all the Americans and the entire world, and bless us and help this community thrive like it's never did before. I remember when presidential candidates of the United States used to come to Pelham Parkway. Yes, not to Manhattan, not to Brooklyn, but they came to the Bronx to seek a vote. Because of the Albanian Americans that are moving into this community, that day will happen again, where we can call Pelham Parkway the beacon of the Bronx, and where everybody will flock here to meet you and to eat in great restaurants and to walk without fear 3 o'clock in the morning. God bless Mother Teresa, and God bless the Albanians and all of us today who pay homage to this magnificent lady.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Albert Gerasi, General Counsel from Albania. Doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Mr. James Vaca, dear leaders of City Council and Municipality of Bronx, dear leaders of Albanian American Foundation, Mr. Rizai, today for all the Albanians of Bronx is a special day. We are here to attend the ceremony of naming one of the streets of New York with the name of our Saint Mother Teresa, and everyone should feel proud for this. From now on, those who will pass through this street, and primarily you, my fellow countrymen, you will see a part of Albanian values. Albanians are a small, old nation with their own old history. We need to let the world know about our national values and important people, one of which is the Mother Teresa. Dedication and devotion of Mother Teresa are known for all humanity and the world, because she belongs to the world. Let her name serve as a symbol of understanding and love in this part of the Bronx. Thank you, Mr. James Vaca. Thank you, representatives of City Council. Thank you, leaders of Albanian American Foundation. Thank you, Mr. Rizaj. E gëzofshim të gjithë së bashku këtë rrugë. Faleminderit.
I would now, I think that Steve Kaufman said a lot, but I do want to add my 2 cents that when it comes to Assad Rizaj, he is an unbelievable pit bull. He very much is an advocate, day and night, works very hard on behalf of the Albanian community, and he makes sure that the elected officials know the issues and concerns and the needs of the Albanian community. He's very much in touch with my office, and his view about this street naming played so much into what we did at City Hall concerning the very wonderful day we're having today. So I would like to introduce the president of the Albanian American Society Foundation, Mr. Assad Rizaj.
Today is a great honor, Mr. Vaca, without you, we could not accomplish this. But like you said, a pit bull, to be honest with you, I'm not satisfied. This is only the beginning. At the end is the sky. We're going to put Mother Teresa up in the sky, Jimmy. Be prepared. Mother Teresa was born in Albania, August 26, 1910, in the city of Shkup, which is not Macedonia. That's part of Albania under Ottoman Empire. Mother Teresa learned from her roots. She says, I'm an Albanian first. Those are her words. They are not my words. By blood, I'm Albanian. My religion is Christian. But she says I'm Albanian. Me too, I'm an Albanian. Albanians have one blood, but we have three religions. We are one family, Christian, Jews, or Muslims. And you know what she says? Stay whatever you are. Be a human, give dignity, give respect, and love. She left her homeland, and she went to the slums of India. I'm sorry to say slums. I'm talking about where people were not wanted. And she says, give me the poor, give me the needy. And if we say for human rights, I think she was the best human rights activist. She says, there is no color. We are all human. And she said, we have to help. She never took anything for herself. She gave everything. And we are proud. Today, she was Albanian. She will always remember to be Albanian. But today, she belongs to the whole world. She changed the world. She was unique. She was noble. And we are very proud. We will always love her, but the world will always remember her. Mother Teresa belonged for universal for everyone. Thanks, Mr. Varka, but this is only the beginning. God bless you. Thank you, elected officials. I'll let everybody out. Everyone. Steve sometimes exaggerates our work, but Steve is a big guy who pushes me to do the whole thing. Thank you for coming. This is only a beginning. Also, hold on, I forgot to mention. I mentioned Baby Barami, the publisher of Illyria, who's been very tireless working with our community, and his leadership made this newspaper expressing the needs of Albanians everywhere and educating Americans through all the world. Also Alil Mula, Adem Beliu, Becesina, and all Dalip Grecaj, everybody that helped the community, they did a great job, and I'm sure they will continue to do the same thing. Thank you, Mr. Varga. Thank you, everybody, elected officials.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Razai.